Welcome back to the Glider Flight project. In this series of videos, we will actually go over the test cards and use X-Plane Simulator to fly them. Again, the day of the actual project, you will have a dedicated pilot sitting behind you flying these cards. But to give you an idea of what to expect, practice how to write the numbers down, read the gauges, we will execute these maneuvers. Again, ideally, you could run every single card, write all the numbers you need in your cards, and get an idea of what did the simulator said those readings would be, or how the aircraft would fly, versus what did I actually record the day of the actual glider course. So I challenge you to be able to uh, do these cards, write all the numbers so you have what the simulator said, and then the day of the actual glider flight, write down what you actually experienced, and we can use those to compare data. So all you need is your deck of cards, X-Plane Simulator. If you have a joystick, I highly recommend using it. And let's go to card one and let's get started. So card one is the takeoff speed. Again, ideally that's a sense of feel, you feeling kind of you're off the ground. In this case, we will use a view of outside. Let me see which one would probably work one better. Here are the keys to look at different views: is shift holding and then the number keys. So one would give you a view from outside. So shift one, two, three, four. I might use three or four to get the outside view when with the wheels off the ground. Quickly shift 9 will give you the sense of the view of you actually in the cockpit, or in the box as we like to refer it. And here you'll have your indicated airspeed dial. It's the one that has the green, yellow, and a little bit of red bar. I have the digital display here, so V indicated, speed indicated, KIA, IAS, K meaning knots, IAS indicated airspeed, again indicated airspeed, and the units it's knots. So that's the gauge that you will be using. Quickly, I will show you your indicated altitude altimeter. And here, if you see the altitude of above ground, so feet AGL above ground level, should be 0 because the glider is on the ground right now. Your indicated airspeed, it says it's 1,496. So now, if you remember how to read these, shorthand tells you thousands, so that's past 1,000. Longhand tells you in hundreds when you look at these whole numbers. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400. So again, 1,400. And each of these little ones is 20 feet. So 20, 40, 60, 80. So looking at it, honestly, I know I'm at 1,480. Between 80 and the next one for 500, I don't know what that step size is. Now I could kind of say, well, if it's greater than half, that's 10 more, so that's 90. Okay, I'm getting close to there. But in reality, this gauge is only telling you the accuracy of each of these lines. So I would recommend you not guessing and actually writing what you would actually know. So in this case, I know it's 1,480 and some change, right? Like, I don't know what the rest is. Some people might say, well, it'll be a smaller error if I assume it's 1,500 because it's closer to the 500. Yeah, that's another good answer, but you would have to almost indicate to a person what your assumption is. So here I'm assuming I'm taking the number based on what I can actually tell. So 1,480. Again, that's your altimeter and your indicator airspeed on the side. So let's get shift 9 view, shift 1 for outside. Quickly, to give you an idea of your different surfaces, a reminder again, you have your rudder, which is back there, or your vertical stabilizer, vertical meaning up and down. You have your horizontal stabilizer, the one that's going up and down, that helps the aircraft pitch. This helps it go yaw side to side. And your ailerons, which are on the tip of the wing, help you kind of roll. So again, when you're actually ready to go, so we'll go over the for like example, this card, I will start saying something like card 1 on deck, takeoff speed, ready for takeoff. The pilot will indicate the toe in front of it by moving the surfaces that they're ready for takeoff. Inside the box, you will see the same thing by seeing the stick move around and the pedals being moved, letting know the tow plane in front of you, hey, we're ready for takeoff. So if I actually activate my takeoff here for my toe is up in the front. Again, doing that maneuver in real life will be the pilot letting know the pilot in front in that tow plane, hey, ready to go. So let's get to it. Card 1 on deck, takeoff speed, ready for takeoff. Pilot will say ready for takeoff. They'll do their maneuver indication and the tow plane will start to tow. Now in this case, again, we're looking outside because we want to get a sense of the wheel. So once I feel or see that the wheel is coming up, I will pause it, clicking P, and that will be my takeoff. So I click P, wheels off the ground. I will now go Shift 9, zoom in, see what my indicated airspeed was, and I'll take that as my takeoff speed. So in here, that's 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So that was at least 45 knots indicated airspeed. So I will take that reading, take the time on my card, and that is card 1.